2020, New York City. It's 2 years after the war, months since the Spanish flu pandemic, and also months since anyone drank alcohol legally. Years before the stock market would crash and the Great Depression. It's the age of jazz and modernity and ha-cha-cha-cha-cha, by which I mean Vaudeville. Our scene is the Ferguson Theatre, Manhattan's greatest vaudeville house of the roaring 20s. It's home to the biggest stars in the vaudeville universe, singers, comics, dancers, ventriloquists. But it's also home to resentment and competition and backstabbing and murder and love and backstabbing. In this, our finale episode, some characters will give up everything for fame. Some will sacrifice their careers for love. Some will win, some will lose. And an upsetting number, my friends, an upsetting number will DieNasty. Let's meet our characters for our grand finale. He's the theater accountant with a head for numbers and an unquenchable thirst for revenge and a giant gun. Jesse Gervais is Lou Costello.
I am undone. I am undone. I no longer add up. I no longer have a round number. I am a random repeat.
3.141592612121221692169216921699. Is that an irrational number? It's an irrational character. Her bags are packed. She's ready to go. She's the movie star who wants to run away with her husband and also her girlfriend at the same time together. Belinda Cornish's Geraldine Farrar.
Okay, as I tumble through the clouds, hurtling towards the earth at a moderate rate due to my parachute, out of the plane, which was being flown by the husband of my lover, who might herself about to be murdered by my husband, I have time to contemplate my life, the things I want, the things I care about, the moments that have meant the most to me. But really, all that comes to mind is how clever I am to have grabbed a parachute when the man who tried to kill me did not.
Wow, what a soap operatic life she's leading. Geraldine Farrar's husband, mentioned in that tangled knot of plottiness, is the jealous, murdering type too. He's also a movie star and director. Mark Meir is Lou Tellegen.
Hello, it is me, matinee idol Lou Tellegen. First, you must excuse my appearance. I am somewhat disheveled and vomit-covered from an earlier incident. The Ferguson Theatre, once a bastion of creativity and art, has become a stinking murder hole. True, I myself have committed one of those murders, but that is not the issue. We have discovered that Bobby Smarts, our stage manager, is the one responsible for the brutal death of Pluty Scamp Zingis, beloved scamp and orphan. It is up to us to stop him. Me and my new partner, Lou Costello. Yes, we have formed a crime-fighting duo. We call ourselves Lautrec because we are to lose.
So much wit in a stinking murder hole, I believe he called it. Geraldine's girlfriend, we've heard her mentioned twice, the stage manager who killed Pluty Scamzingus, now plotting to take down the detective. Christy Hansen is Bobby Smarts.
It's just me and the bottle. It's just me and my friend on the precipice of this moment where I become the monster I was born to be.
terrifying monster, also a terrific best friend. Bobby's oldest, bestest friend who loves her so much he was willing to confess to a murder she did, but is now joining her to fight to save his theater. Jason Hardwick is theater manager Keaton Abbott.
I'm gonna save the theater. That's what I've decided. That's what I came here to do. That's what I've always wanted to do. And it's what I'll continue to do. There's nothing that's gonna get in my way of me having this theater. Nothing. You hear that? Nothing.
You know he meant it because he dropped the G in nothing. So that's one love triangle. Here's another one. He's the strong man in the tight onesie and the giant bushy mustache, celebrating today his 16th birthday. He is Barnaby Toughbottom, played by Vince Forcier.
Yes, I went on a bit of an errand for a while because Rip Van Winkle really wanted me to pick up his favorite cake from out of town, not realizing that I'd arrived back on my own birthday with no cake. To be honest, I feel like I've got a little bit of 3.1415926535897932384626433 all over my face.
I'm so impressed that he had that memorized. Barnaby Toughbottom is in love with her, and so is the evil Lou Costello. She's the toast of Paris, the burlesque queen, Daisy Darling, played by Delia Barnett.
I came to New York with a simple dream to be the biggest star in vaudeville, and then I had a different dream that I would ride off into the sunset with Lou Costello. But now I have a new dream to take over the Ferguson, because beauty and love are fleeting, but power is forever.
Ooh. Guess who else is in love with Daisy Darling? She's the former showgirl determined to lead the Ferguson to new glory. But she's falling in love with you-know-who. Stephanie Wolfe is Juniper Jones.
The Ferguson Theatre and my heart are like a hamburger. They're kind of joined in the middle by a bunch of sauce that gets in the way and drips all over. Well, I'm going to try and scrape that sauce right off. It's just going to be me and the Ferguson. Me and the Ferguson, right? And maybe my old pal. We'll just see how useful he is, though, first.
Who is that old pal, you're wondering? It's one of her former lovers, the man who's arrived to investigate the murder and possibly take over the theater his family used to run. John B. Lowe is Detective Ewan Ferguson.
I was born center stage of the Ferguson Theatre, right in the middle of a puppet show, and my mom didn't miss a beat. But it killed her. Death drove me from the theater, drove me to the arms of the police force, where I thought I'd find love and solace, but I learned nothing but hate. Hate for criminals, hate for this city of mine, New York City. But death brought me back to the Ferguson, and I realized that what I really want to love for is love. I love this place. It's in my blood. And I'm gonna die before I let it go.
Oh, that wasn't a smart thing to say before the finale. A couple other pieces of business before we get to tonight's episode. If you're watching this, you will see two squares with question marks. One of them, and it's just like a yellowy orange. What color is that? It's a yellowy orange. It's pumpkin-y. Sure. That's a mystery character who will be appearing a few scenes in. I do know that. I'm not telling you who it is. Don't beg. No, you're embarrassing yourself. You'll find out. But the other thing I don't know, I did a count, and I don't know who's the black and white picture. Who's behind the black and white picture? Reveal yourself, please. and turn on your mic.
Ta-da! It is I, Jack Potts. Surprise!
Jack Potts is alive! Holy crap, how did that happen?
Oh,
Gee, crap!
That's a good question, and it's a very simple explanation. You see, what happened is, well, I had been fired from the Ferguson Theatre earlier that day, and I was very mad. I was fired because I'd never done a good act, so I decided I'd get my revenge. And what I did is, earlier, months ago, I'd met Harry Houdini, and he offered to teach me magic, and I paid him to do that, but I never got good at magic. Why? Because he taught me one trick only, misdirection. And so, months later, I decided to put it into play, and I knew that the parade would be that day because a fortune teller had told me that a plane was going to crash into me. So I went to Hard Bottoms Ice Cream, where, as we all know, the werewolf virus had been around, and I took a Hard Bottoms ice cream that gives you werewolf powers for 24 hours. It only works once. I took it that day. So, when the airplane crashed into me, non-silver, and splattered me out, I was not quite dead because I was still a werewolf. That night in the morgue, I turned into a werewolf, and then had to hunt down human flesh to live. I only did it with criminals. I killed off the Irish gang with Patio Lantern, and I finished off what's left of Bacon and Chive, the Potato Bandits, and I also killed Henchruck Wrinklebrow, just because I didn't like him. No one liked him. And so, then after that, I turned back into myself, I put on clothes identical to the ones that I appeared in, and I appear right now saying ta-da, for that is the first good act I've ever done! Ta-da!
Oh, some well-deserved applause. You know, they say the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing people he didn't exist. And the one good trick that Jack Potts ever pulled was that elaborate thing that I could not possibly repeat. As we begin this episode called Finale McBeal. Geraldine Farrar, as she mentioned, is floating in midair, suspended by that parachute. Her husband, Lou Tellegen, seeing her bail out of the plane, had hopped into a hot air balloon and is now floating at the same height. They have a shouted conversation, and this is the moment they decide their future in midair.
My darling! My darling! It is me! It is your husband, Lou Tellegen!
Lou! Where did you get that balloon?
I rented it. There is a balloon rental agency right next to the theater. I can't believe I had not noticed it before. Their prices are very reasonable.
It's beautiful.
Yes, and they have a handy control that allows me to descend at the same rate as a falling body.
Lou?
Yes?
Lou, I fell out of a plane.
Yes, I can tell by the fact that you are being pulled to the earth by gravity.
It's just a really good thing I have a parachute.
Yes, are you going to pull the string on your parachute, yes?
Oh, do I need to do that?
Yes, so we can stop plunging. Pull it now.
Which
It doesn't do it itself. No, it is the big ring that is on your chest. You pull the ring on your chest, and then the parachute goes. Yeah, okay, yeah. Go. Yes.
What?
Whoop. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Woo.
Oh, that is quite a jerk to the shoulders.
Yes, now we are both floating to the ground ever so slowly, which gives us time for a heart-to-heart, my love.
Lou.
Geraldine.
Lou, are you very angry with me?
No. I could never stay angry at you, my darling. Even though your lover tried to murder me with a bottle. Even though I was subsequently vomited upon by a passing stranger, or perhaps her. And then shot in the chest. But luckily, I have a cigarette package. I'm not going to bore you with the details of my miraculous escape. There has been too much of that already. Instead, I will merely tell you that I love you.
Oh, Lou. I don't know if I deserve your love. I haven't been a very good wife to you. I have had a lot of affairs.
Many, so many. Probably a lot that I don't even know about yet.
Oh, no, there are many.
I'm assuming, yes. That was my assumption, yes.
I just wanted to come clean. I just wanted to come clean and tell you how many affairs I've had.
It does not matter, my love. There is no need for you to become clean. Because to me, you are always clean, no matter what kind of filthy minx you have been.
Lou, I want to be with you. I may not care about anything, anything in the world. But I kind of care about you.
That is all I ask, to be kind of cared about.
Yeah.
Please, here,
it's
come.
the best I can do, Lou.
Come into the basket of the balloon here.
All right, I'm gonna. Okay.
Okay, we will fold up your parachute as we go. Here we go. All right. Now it is time. My darling, you must know something.
Yeah.
A terrible truth I have discovered.
Oh yes. Is it about one of my affairs? One of my many, many affairs?
In a sense. For your latest lover, Bobby Smarts,
Yes.
is the one who brutally killed Plutus Camp Zingis, that beloved orphan.
Right.
Oh, you knew that part. I can see because you're not shocked in any way.
Lou,
Yes?
Lou, you have to forgive her for killing that hateful child.
My darling, all I care about is you at my side.
Lou, let's not land this balloon. Let's just keep going. Let's sail away on the currents of air. Let's find ourselves one of those, what do they call them, like a jet stream.
A jet stream, yes, hold on. We'll just refrain. Yes, our time with the Ferguson is over, my love. We must return.
I am really sick of it and all of those people.
It is time for us to return to Hollywood Land. Is it still called Hollywood Land? Has the sign fallen down yet? I don't know.
You know, Lou, you call it whatever you want to call it, hon. You call me whatever the heck you want to call me. I'll just call you lover.
I would call you the same. Let us go now.
Won't it get confusing?
We'll know who we're talking about.
Okay.
That is all we need. Come. We go now into the jet stream and leave behind us all the friends we made in New York City. I'm sure everything will work out fine for them.
It'll be fine. They'll be fine.
They'll be fine.
They'll be fine.
Yes. And I am sure that both of us will have long lives that are not filled with tragedy at all.
No, absolutely. Here, honey.
Yes?
I wanted to give you this later, but knowing your love of needlepoint,
Yes.
and I want to give you an early anniversary present.
For me?
Yes.
Oh, a pair of golden scissors. Oh, these are fantastic. And as I say, I am sure this will in no way turn tragically ironic.
No, I'm sure it won't.
Goodbye, New York.
Goodbye, New York. Come
Goodbye.
on, lover. Let's take to the clouds.
As the balloon gently bobs and disappears in the distance, a picture of calm and peace and harmony. There is foul play afoot down in the bowels of the Ferguson Theatre. Remember that Bobby Smarts made a deal with both the Lous that she will bring down Detective Ewan Ferguson? She has snuck up behind Ewan Ferguson in the alley and has the drop on him. Here's the confrontation.
Detective?
Miss Smarts?
It's you.
Yeah, it's me, Detective Ferguson.
Yeah. You might not remember me.
Yeah, I remember you. You're Bobby Smarts, the stage manager.
Yes, well, you may not remember that I was that little kid. That little kid that you pulled out of the gutter. That little kid that you were gonna send to the orphanage.
You're the little gutter snipe?
Yeah. Yeah, you were gonna arrest me. Arrest me for just like putting my name on the theater.
Well, you wrote your name all over the theater. I mean, it was all over. It took us took them hours to clean your name off the theater.
Yeah, and you were gonna take me down. And Keaton Abbott, he believed in me. and he took me in.
Well, you should have been in juvie, you know that.
No, I think I turned out just fine. It's not like I kill people or anything.
Why would you say that, Miss Smarts? Why would you bring up the topic of murder during a murder investigation? I didn't ask you nothing about no murder. You know, I've been an NYCPD cop for a long time, and I got a nose for clues. Now, sometimes the guy's got to operate without evidence. Just go on gut instincts. And my gut instinct tells me, Miss Smarts, you got something to hide.
No, I got something to protect. And right now, you're standing in my way!
Hey, put that bottle down! Wait a minute!
Let that be a lesson to you. The police ain't nothing.
Wow, is he okay? The general answer is no, but is he dead? We will find out. Freshly released from jail, Keaton Abbott, full of plans and hopes to turn around the Ferguson Theatre, returns to his office to start his life anew. But someone is sitting in his office. Who is it? Let's find out.
Gasp!
Oh, hello, Keaton.
Hello, kitty.
Meow, you're looking fur-free. You've shaved.
Well, I thought I would just keep the mustache. But things changed out here. I wanted to start over, make a new life for myself.
Start over indeed. Start over for the 8th time with a failing theater in the midst of a murder investigation. Oh, I know all about it, Keaton. I know all about that little scamp, Pluty. And their dead, lifeless body. Sagging. The weight of the only child you'll ever have an opportunity to parent. In your arms. As the last heir that could have maybe sung a little song with you. Just exited that tiny little body. Did you cry, Keaton? You always were a crier. But really, how are you?
I was having a great day. And then I stumbled into my office. And I realized that I'm probably going to have to yell at Bobby Smarts now, because it appears that Bobby forgot to take the trash out because it's sitting behind my desk.
Oh, zing.
What are you doing here, kitty?
Oh, you didn't know. I'm here to take you theater, Keaton. And then I'm going to take you back to the apartment that I've purchased on 5th Avenue and reprimand you.
Oh. Interesting. I didn't really think you were here for me. I thought you might be here to see your father.
Well, he was just a little send ahead, but of course, I always come back, Keaton. You and I, we have our scraps. We nick each other, we hiss a little, but I always come back.
Maybe I don't want you back this time. Maybe I want to be on my own. For good. You ever think about that?
Well, you certainly assured yourself of being at least a little alone by failing to protect our child.
Look,
oh,
kitty.
You didn't know? Flutie? Flutie was yours, Keaton.
I can't take this anymore. It's just too much. You want the theater? You really want this theater? Maybe I'll just give it to you. It's been run into the ground multiple times. Maybe that's what you need. Something you can't fix. No matter how much you try, you can't fix it. Do you ever think of that? Maybe some things just aren't meant to be fixed, Kitty.
Well, now what am I supposed to do?
I don't know. You always have the brilliant ideas. You always show up when I don't need you, when I don't want you. And you expect me to just roll over, play dead, take you back, do whatever you want, play your little cat and mouse games? Maybe I'm just done with it all.
Keaton, how could you? I'm terribly hurt. More than a little enraged. Keaton, what can I do? Please take me back, Keaton. I only ever wanted you. The theater only ever got in the way. I wanted my dad to take it back so you could come back, but then I thought if I took it over, you'd want me back. Oh. What if I gave you a little purr, Keaton?
Just a little purr?
I gave you a little purr.
Oh, just a little purr. God, I can't stay mad at you.
Rolled over onto my back and exposed my fresh little fuzzy belly. Keaton, give it a scratch. Give it a scratch, Keaton. Reach out your hand. Reach out, you know. Oh, come on. It's right here. It's my belly.
Oh,
my belly. Oh, I can't believe you fell for it again.
God, I hate you so much!
What an evil character! Ladies and gentlemen, Shannon Blanchett is Kitty Ferguson Abbott. She has about one more scene to succeed or possibly die. We'll see how that plays out. Meanwhile, Lou Costello, blood boiling, is now enacting his plan to take over the theater. He meets with Jack Potts and also Barnaby Toughbottom to give them their final instructions as they prepare for the death stroke. They're going to make their big move any moment.
Barnaby Toughbottom.
Lou Costello. Oh,
Jack Potts.
Aha.
I think
rumors of my death were unfounded. Let's skip over the rest.
All right.
I'm glad you're here.
No questions.
You know why I need you.
Yes.
Barnaby, your incredible strength and your connection to Daisy Darling is what I need. I hear your tryst has not ended. Are you still romantically engaged with Miss Darling?
I never meant for you to find out about that.
Well, I know all about it.
Yes.
I've read your blog.
Oh, this is really awkward for me. Do I still have to be here?
No, Jack, you do need to be here.
Oh, yes. That was a
your
no,
hypnotism.
I do?
Yes, your hypnotism skills will be needed as well.
I lost my watch. I can't do it anymore. I'm not a good hypnotizer.
Jack, if you can't hypnotize us, it's still okay. You're sort of like the child in the middle of a divorce.
Listen, Jack, we believe in you.
I feel like all of this is my fault. I feel like everything that's happening is my fault. I should just go away.
No, please don't go away.
No, we still love you very much, Jack.
And we believe in your hypnotism. We need you.
Who am I going to live with when this is all over?
Probably Lou.
Probably me.
He's the money guy.
And I'm going to be moving into Lou and Belinda's house.
Who's Belinda? There's so many. It's complicated for me. I can barely follow your names. There's two Lou's and a Belinda now?
They have a very nice house. That's all I'm saying. And I'd love to live there. And I think we should move there because I think they've ballooned away. I don't know how I heard this. It might just be an intuition.
Can I just say, I've had a tough time. I recently died shortly and came back to life.
Tough bottom.
Pardon?
It's pronounced tough bottom.
Oh, did you mispronounce your name? Oh, who does that?
You said tough time. You've had a tough time. No, you had a tough bottom.
You're right, I apologize. But I need both of you. You, Jack Potts, must hypnotize. And you, Barnaby Tough Bottom, use your incredible strength. How I know how we can do this, I don't know. I have a gun, and we're going to use all three together in one final meeting.
You know what they say? Nothing is stronger than muscles, a gun, and a hypnotist.
I traded in my watch for a gun, but I'll use it for hypnosis.
Well, now I'm the only one without a gun. Great.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, you gotta go and get a gun.
Let's go get a gun. This plan's working out perfectly.
I think 3 guns make it all good.
Weirdly, I think their plan will really succeed. Let's see how it plays out. Juniper Jones and Daisy Darling used to be best friends. They used to run a theater together. They used to perform together. Now they're a little bit in love, but they're also on opposite sides of the big battle for the theater. As they practice their high wire act, it seems dangerous and tense to me. Who can trust who?
Oh, hi. I had the wire signed out for 3 o'clock. What are you doing here?
Oh, well, this is embarrassing. I just assumed that since we usually perform together, that you wanted to perform with me. I can go. You can have the wire. I can,
Okay, thanks!
Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a little hurt that you don't want to do our wonderful, amazing, award-winning act together anymore. Is it because you fell and Annette wasn't ready?
Annette, she's she's not hopeful, she's hopeless. Listen, Daisy, what's going on? Come on. One of the hallmarks of our relationship was that we could tell each other the truth, and now I feel so distanced from you.
Well, it's because ever since we lost the Hoboken Pantages that you, me, and either Belinda or Geraldine ran, it was the highlight of my career. And when that burned to the ground, I just felt like I needed to get another theater. And there's the Ferguson. It's rebuilt, and I could have it. And I just felt like if I admitted that to you, that, well, what if you don't understand? And what if you don't understand me? And then what if we're not in love anymore? And then what if all of this is for nothing?
Love is a sticky business. It's crazy. It's always up or down. Here, help me off of this thing.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. All right. I think maybe we could have one more chance together. I don't know who to trust. I don't know who to trust. I don't know what's going on. But if you want the theater that badly, and I want the theater that badly, and we got a winning act, then what's holding us back? This is ridiculous.
You're right. We can walk the tightrope all the way to the power of the theater, and we can do it together.
Right. We just have to be prepared for one thing.
What's
and that's what if someone gets in our way? What then?
Well, how prepared are you to do anything for the theater?
Oh, I'm so prepared. I'm so prepared.
Me too. Shake on it.
High five!
I did not predict that scene would end with an amiable high five, but I like the turn this is taking. Here's the thing about hot air balloon rides. You can't go for days. They have enough fuel for like a 15-minute spin, and then they just slowly drift to the ground. Lou Tellegen and Geraldine Farrar, the character who ballooned away, land right near the train station where Bobby Smarts is sitting on a crate with a hobo bindle, crying inconsolably. The balloon comes down gently, and they see Bobby Smarts sitting, waiting for a train.
Ah, yes. Yes, I think it is wiser that we take a train, for if we took the balloon all the way to Hollywoodland, we would starve to death on the way.
Oh, you're very smart, Lou. You're very, very smart.
And on the train, they will have sandwiches and... Oh,
Bobby Smart's weeping and waiting for a train.
ah, well, she should weep for all the death and destruction she has caused, eh?
Lou, you have to forgive her. I thought we discussed this.
All right, my darling, of course. For you anything.
Bobby?
Oh,
Bobby.
Geraldine.
Bobby, why are you crying? Are you having regret for murder?
I think that's what it is. I think.
Are you also having regret for attempted murder? Because you should also regret the attempted murders, I think.
Yes, I regret.
Bobby, I want to tell you something. You are in very good company here. All three of us have committed at least one murder.
Fair,
and I will tell you that neither Lou nor I feel bad about it.
Really?
I think that makes us psychopaths.
Sociopaths. Sociopaths.
Sociopaths.
Sociopaths.
But we're happier for it, Bobby, and that's what really counts.
And Bobby, you can come with us to a place where everyone is a sociopath.
Yes.
The film industry.
Yes.
The film industry.
Yes.
Yes. We had the balloon, but I think we can probably afford another first-class ticket on this train.
Well, I think we can.
I've never been in first class before. But with you, you're first-class sociopaths, and I'm one of you. Lou, I did it. I killed the detective. Are we even now?
Oh, I liked him. But you are right. He may have discovered all of our murders, so it was probably for the best.
Let's get on the train. Both of you lovers. And let's go to the land of sociopathy. California.
I'm so glad I met you too.
What fun we will have!
So much like the balloon, the train gently pulled out and rolled into pretty much the same sunset because it was a matter of moments later. Three happy sociopaths off to Hollywood where they will find their crew. Kitty Ferguson Abbott is in a tizzy as she stomps around the theater, steps out the back door and finds her father dying. Her father, by the way, is the detective.
Father, you're in an alleyway without your detective hat. What in the good Lord above?
Mom?
You don't know who I am?
Are you my mother?
Yes.
Are you Patty?
Yes.
Pretty Patty and her puppeteers?
Yes, my sweet boy.
Oh, Mom. My head hurts.
Oh, my little Pookums, come here. Let Mommy give you a hug.
Oh.
Come on now.
Oh, okay, Mom.
You tell me, how did you hit your head?
I don't know. I remember some bad lady, I think it was a witch, and she came at me with a big bottle. It was a big bottle. Wait a minute. I don't think it was a witch. I think it was a stage manager. Mom, it was a stage manager. The stage manager killed me.
Yes. One of those infamous stage manager sociopaths. Born and bred of the theater. Don't you worry, my boy. We're going to get them all back. We're going to get all those sociopaths back. They're going to be sent to California.
Oh, that's a bad place, Mommy. You know what, Mommy? You know what we should do? We should just send them all back to California.
Now, my darling, before we do that, we need to know that the theater will burn down and go away forever.
You want me to burn the theater down, Mom?
I think that you need to go into the middle of that stage. And you need to let everyone know who's boss, my little Pookums.
Me?
Here's a pack of matches.
Oh.
I think you need to tread the boards and then set everything on fire.
It'll be my solo act, Mommy.
Yes, your big grand finale, Pookums.
You always said I'd make it on stage. Oh, it's gonna be big. I'm gonna be up in lights.
You are, and you know what? You need a co-star, and there's only one person that could even come close to matching your talent. Do you know who that is?
W.C. Fields?
A really close second. Well done. But no, I'm thinking of your dad. You know how he wears that flat brim cap all the time and has that little mustache? You remember your daddy, Pookums, don't you?
The little man in the office?
Yes, the little man in the office, that's your dad.
And he's gonna be in my show?
Well, you need to go get him and you need to show him your act.
Okay, Mom. Okay, whatever you say.
All right, Pookums, run along now.
Okay. See you, Mom. It's
Bye,
gonna be good. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Great. Now both of those hateful men will be out of my life.
And now, in the style of a sociopathic movie made in Hollywood, we cut to the office of Keaton Abbott. He is tied up in his chair, and Detective Ferguson is about to set the whole place on fire. Jack Potts arrives, trying to be heroic through hypnotism. Let's see how that works out.
Okay, so we need to rehearse this. We need to rehearse this. Huh?
Look at this! Look left, look right.
Wait.
You're getting sleepy. You're getting very sleepy. This is a hypnotism gun. And on the count of 3, you're gonna do exactly what I say, or else the hypnotism gun's gonna go off, alright? 1, 2, 3, untie that man! The next one! Alright, this one for sure!
Hey!
Untie
Hey,
that
wait
man!
a minute!
I've got 4 more shots of hypnotism!
You with that gun!
Yes!
I can't hear a thing.
You can't? Just untie that man, or I'll shoot again, and it's very loud. I also can't hear a thing.
I'm
The next time I shoot you, I'm just gonna untie him myself. I'm sorry. Keaton, are you okay? I'm just gonna untie you.
Thank you. I mean, the first bullet that went into my arm hurts a little bit, but I'm doing okay, Jack. Thanks for coming back. Couldn't have done this without you.
Oh, once I want to save you without sarcasm, but sorry.
Oh, sorry. I mean, I couldn't have done this without you. I really mean it. That just my arm really hurts. I'm actually glad you're back.
I'm trying to save the theater, and Barnaby Strongbottom is going to do something strong as well, and this guy here. Do you want it? Does anyone want this?
Here, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Jack, did you?
All right, stick 'em up. Stick 'em up, all of ya.
He's got the hypnotism gun. I'm under his spell.
I don't know what's going on right now.
That Barnaby Toughbottom arrives, trying to save the day through strength.
Hold it right there.
What?
I'm pretty sure somebody said strong bottom, Jackpots. But you're getting the better brother. I mean, cousin. For here I come, saving things through strength. Yes, you can put down your hypnotism gun. I've got a real gun, real man's gun. One that actually has a flint and lock and only takes one shot. And I'm aiming it at you, Mr. Buddy Boy. That's right. I'm gonna punch this gun right into your soul.
Wait, no, don't punch the gun! Don't punch the gun!
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how to shoot a gun. All I've ever known in life is punching.
Well,
I want that to be my last punch. Saving two of the people that I think are the most important in my life. The guy who's been running the theater that I have adored this entire time that I have been a performer, and the guy who has a bunch of money. Now you, Mr. Old Dude, I don't know who you are, but I needed to punch a gun into you because you were pointing one at my friend.
I'll tell you who I am. I'm Detective Ewan Ferguson of the NYCPD, and I'm here to solve a murder. And I'm placing you under arrest. And I'm placing you under arrest.
No, sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry.
What? Where'd you get
Looks like
that?
you'll be solving your own murder.
I'm all out of hypnotism now.
Well, he either died by being punched, or being shot, or being punched with a gun, or by being hypnotized to believe he was punched with a gun. If only we had a detective to solve this. Juniper Jones, determined to take things under control, is searching the theater for enemies. And who does she meet but the most evil character of all? Kitty Abbott Ferguson. Or Ferguson Abbott, I guess it is.
Oh, evil. Being evil feels good.
Maybe I'll just go into this room here. See what's going on in there.
Who's that opening that door?
Excuse me, what are you doing in here?
I'm sorry. This is my dressing room.
No. Oh. And who hired you?
Nobody needs to hire me. I own the theater. My name's Kitty Ferguson Abbott, KFA. You can call me Kitty.
You're the cat.
Meow.
Right, I've heard so much about you. You'd be amazed.
You must be, based on your fantastic vocal timbre, the Juniper Jones. I've read about you. I've heard that you're just brilliant and that you can walk across a wire that's suspended above everyone. Quel magnifique.
Well, it's all true, but as I've gotten older, I've acquired some more skills, and I intend to take this theater over. As a matter of fact, Keaton Abbott agreed to do that with me, and that's a fact.
Oh, he did he?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what if I told you that you could have the theater, but you couldn't have Keaton? Is that an attractive proposition for you at all?
It's a very attractive proposition for me, but I want the paperwork, and all right, I'm willing to bite this apple.
Well, it's a juicy one. And while I'm not sure whether there's any legitimacy to this piece of paper at all, given the absence of a formal deed, I have written a handwritten note here.
Give me that.
Will.
Oh, wow. This theater now belongs to Juniper. Signed, Kitty.
Sounds official enough to me. I don't see any reason why that wouldn't work at all.
Well, thank you. Actually, I have to tell you something. From
Please do.
meeting you and from how generous you have been, none of the things I heard about you are true.
Why, thank you. Thank you so much, I think. I'm confused.
Shake on it.
Shake on it. And now we'll shake shoulder to shoulder.
Oh, yeah, shimmy.
All of this shaking has made me thirsty. Do you mind if I have a sip of that drink that you're holding?
Oh, no, here you go.
Oh, thank you. I'm just gonna...
Yeah, you got it. Listen. Oh, what's happening? Oh, dear. Oh, do you need some Heimlich? Here, let me help you. Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, dear! Help! Help!
She was a flame that burned bright and burned out really fast, like fireworks on a rainy night. People went woo, and then oh. In one of our final confrontations, Lou Costello, whose plan is coming to fruition because some of the guys are still alive and they're on his team, confronts his last rival, but the great love of his life, Daisy Darling. What's going to win out with these two? A lust for power or a good heart full of love?
Lou? My darling, oh Daisy. You used to be my darling, oh Dooley Daisy, don't you do, Daisy, you don't do, Daisy, don't. Is a poem I wrote. It's unfinished. It makes no scansion sense. For this is the equation in my mind now, Daisy. It's a non-linear one, as it were. A sensitive dependence on the initial conditions of our love. Now I am a random repeat. For you have ripped all of my mathematical foundations away from me.
Lou? I know you're a shell of whom you used to be.
Just now, or
Hmm?
was I muted? Was I muted?
No, I could hear you.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
I could hear you clear as day, reciting the same nonsense over and over again. When I remember in the past, you used to recite such beautiful, long words that I had never heard about. Being with you was like the thesaurus but poetry.
You changed since you got Grammarly. Everything's been different now. New synonyms for words. New synonyms for motivations.
I just know myself more, and I know more what I want now, Lou. I'm not the simple little girl I once was.
You are a mature and beautiful adult. You are an incredible woman, a force to be reckoned with. Our paths are not so different, and yet they will never meet again, even though parallel lines. We want the same thing, but what are we willing to do to get it?
I don't know, Lou. I don't know. You always confuse me. I think I know what I want, and then I see you, and it just like my brain goes murky at the sight of you. A part of me wants the Ferguson Theatre, wants it so bad I'm willing to do anything for it, but seeing you, hearing your voice, a part of me wants to throw that aside and join your plan and fight alongside with you.
How violent are you willing to get?
Slam.
How much do you want it?
Slam, I'm here now.
Tough bottom.
And however violent Daisy's willing to get, I'm willing to let her. I still haven't fired the one round in this flintlock pistol.
And nor have I, tough bottom. It seems as though you and I have unfinished business.
Oh no. I'm leaving forever, Lou. It's all yours, and it's all yours.
No,
Easy.
this is all yours. I
Oh,
give it
well,
back.
let me just take that gun from you, and you take this gun from me. There we go. Oh, sort of looks the same, but different.
I still have a gun.
And yet, I'm walking away forever. I'm not a strong man anymore. I want to start living my life. I want to start living my life with the strength of my heart, not the strength of my muscles or the strength of my gun. I can't punch any more guns through people anymore. So I'll leave you two to it. And just say, I think you make a great team. Slam again.
What do you say, darling?
You and me,
Me and
together,
you forever.
let's do it.
It's time for one more scene on the high wire. Juniper Jones thinks she has the deed to the theater and is in charge of everything. Daisy Darling thinks she has everyone on her side who's still living and on her side. They're in a very dangerous situation. I hope this resolves nicely.
Oh, Juniper! Nice to see you, Juniper. I think you may have noticed that I signed out rehearsal time for the high rope this time.
I did, and that's why I'm here. I think I just, since we're newfound partners again, I have to show you something. It's a new development, and, well, it's just so that things can stay sort of in order. I have the deed to the theater now, and so, I think it's best that one of us becomes the leader, and I think that should be me.
You?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I have the deed to the theater. That's why.
Give it to me! Give it, Juniper! Juniper, no!
Oh, help! Help!
Daisy Darling has fallen, and Juniper Jones is alone with her thoughts. She talks about her dreams for the theater. Maybe it becomes a lovely song that ends the season. Something about showbiz and evil and dreams. Who knows?
Well, here we are. And it turns out that killing people isn't as hard as I thought it might have been. It is a despicable act, but one that brought me here nonetheless. With all of my dreams, all of my dreams, all of my dreams come true. Ooh. We're at the Ferguson, just me and you.
Barnaby Toughbottom, who is apparently shaving his mustache, also sings a verse.
I haven't shaved in so long. I'm getting cream everywhere. I'm abandoning this life and I am accepting whether there may be some despair. This is happening for real, but I won't be able to sing for long because this is not a shaving song.
Jack Potts takes over.
I'm leaving the theater. I'm going away. I'm gonna make big bucks with my new invention someday. It's called the hypnosis gun. It'll make you do anything. I can quit smoking as long as it's pointed at me.
Back to Juniper Jones.
All of my dreams come true. All of my dreams, the Ferguson Ferguson is mine forever now. Feels so good to have this power. Nobody's gonna take it away. I need a shower. All of my dreams come true.
Keaton Abbott takes a verse.
I sit and I think everything's fallen down the sink. I'm so confused. I don't get what I want. I guess I should leave forever. I run away. That's where I will go. Far, far away from the business, show. No one wants me here. I don't want to be here at all. Everything falls.
Lou Costello speaks his mind in a monologue-y song. Just a verse.
Oh, is that you, my darling, on the ground? Are you alive? This beautiful darling, I never thought I'd have you again. And yet, your life fades away in my heart. Life fades away in my heart. My heart.
And the final word goes to the murderous high-wire artist and now theater operator, Juniper Jones.
Well, it looks like a new chapter for the Ferguson Theatre. I'm gonna get right on it. I'm gonna send a press release out to people who write stuff. And then I'm gonna recast this place, and we're gonna open it up. Change the name. It's called Juniper's Place. Yeah. Here we go. Come on, new century. You and me.
We heard from many of our characters about what they're going to do next. But before we wrap up, how about an epilogue from those sociopaths on the train? First Lou Tellegen, and then Bobby Smarts, and then Geraldine Farrar. They tell us, from the vantage point of the future, what became of them and what adventures they had.
Well, of course it was a very pleasant trip on the train back to Hollywoodland, to Los Angeles, the home of the sociopaths. We went back to the films, Geraldine and I. And of course, I made many more successful pictures, entertained many a person. Then a few years later, I was horribly scarred in a house fire. Yes. And shortly thereafter, I stabbed myself with a pair of golden scissors while surrounded by a circle of my own press clippings. It is a bit of a downer, but that is what actually happened to me, and you can read about it on Wikipedia.
I joined a throuple. But the problem was, I didn't like to share. I knew this about myself. It's part of being a sociopath. You know, I'm able to take, but I'm not really able to give. I miss Keaton. I love Geraldine. I drank quite heavily. I started being a grip in the movies, but it just wasn't the same. It just wasn't the theater. So one day I burned our house down. I know it was a terrible thing to do. And then I started gaslighting Lou until he ended up stabbing himself.
That is what happened.
And now Geraldine is all mine. All mine.
The reason that I am all hers is that I was trapped inside the house when she burned it down. I am a friend frazzled corpse. I'm a pile of ash, which she carries around with her in a small box. So, you know, I was gonna make a joke about that, but I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna let you make that joke yourselves. And wish us luck in our ongoing strange possessive pyromaniac sociopath owns box filled with ashes of former lover situation that's going on here. Good luck in the future, everybody. It's gonna be bright.
And on that note of a classic love story, girl meets girl. Girl goes on train with girl and girl's husband. Girl kills boy and accidentally girl. Girl carries girl's ashes around and speaks to them like they're a person. On that note, that'll do it for this season of DieNasty. Let's hear it for the cast of DieNasty, ladies and gentlemen. Very pleased to have with us for the last few episodes John D. Lowe as Detective Owen Ferguson. Shannon Blanchett is in a triumphant return as Kitty Ferguson Abbott. Creepy and short-lived. We would like to thank our scribe, Jim Say, our producer, Nicole Thibault, our great photographer, Jana Hove, the man who makes all of the sounds and noises so good, Brad Five Arms Fisher. And I'm not exaggerating when I say he's the one who made this happen. He recorded all of this, he arranged it, he edited it, he underscored everything. This is, if anybody, a PMD production. Ladies and gentlemen, the amazing Paul
Morgan
Now, are we done for the summer? No! We have plans, I tell you. Stay tuned. Keep an eye on our Facebook page. Keep an eye on our website. Something later this summer, maybe a fortnight-ish from now, we'll be starting up involving an Edmonton landmark of the mid-late 20th century. And I'm not talking about Paul Morgan Donald. Joke. Have a wonderful couple of weeks. Thank you so much for watching. One last round of applause for the cast of Die